Well, hey everybody, welcome to Act 3. We are delighted that you joined us on this very fine day. Thanks so much for tuning in. We are delighted you're here. I know I already said that, but it warranted being saying twice. On today's program, we have all kinds of wonderful stuff for you, including a little bit of crafty stuff, including a little bit of community stuff, all in service to our wonderful Vancouver Island. We are really proud to be a part of this wonderful place, and we hope that you enjoy today's program. Now, I do have to let you in on a tiny little secret. This particular show is going to tide us over into towards the end of November, so forgive us that you get to watch this a little bit longer, but there's good reason for it. I know for sure that the events that we have going on now, some of them will be over by the time you get to watch this, but we also know that you can keep on doing what needs to be done. So please make sure that you participate in any way you can. Again, grab yourself a beverage. It's time for Act 3.
I'm sitting on the edge of love and happiness. Never experienced such a moment as this. So if you got that good feeling in your body and you wanna bring this moment to life, come with me, we'll hit the town. Let's go right now and live the life. I just wanna shine like the sky up like a sunset, living with no regrets. I just wanna shine.
Hey everybody, welcome to Act 3. I'm here today with our first guest, Matwe, who is the Creative and Operations Director of the Existence Project. Welcome, Mira.
Hi, thank you for having me.
We're so glad to have you here. So Mira, tell us, what is the Existence Project? That's an interesting name.
Well, thank you. The Existence Project, we are a small but mighty nonprofit that is working locally to humanize homelessness. And I know that's a big statement, but we want our communities to be places where everyone feels at home. And for that to happen, we believe that we need to center stories and the people that have lived experience of homelessness in our conversations about it. It's a human issue with human people involved, and that's really our mission.
Absolutely. Humanizing homelessness. I mean, that's such a huge mandate that you have. How do you go about that? What do you do?
Well, we have a few different pathways that we use. For us, it's really important that the work that we do is accessible to the people with lived experience whose stories we're working with, and to the greater community, to policymakers, to people in schools, because it really involves all of us. So some of the pathways we use are our media. We do really amazing video work, video documentary pieces, where we get to spotlight people that have their own stories around homelessness, and we get to train them and work with them and empower them to take up the platform and share their experiences to the wider community. And we also have things like workshops and live events where we get to bring in more people and have these cross-community connection moments that all center around the stories that we work around. So.
Mira, that's amazing. So you do video work. So the videos are available for people to see?
Yes, they are. We have a YouTube channel that's just called The Existence Project, and we have social media under the same name, and it's really a place where we get to highlight some incredible people, some incredible initiatives and solutions, all on the front lines of homelessness. And we have a great series called Ask the Experts that we like to direct people to, just to get to know some of the neighbors in their community.
Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, that sounds incredibly powerful. You know, and you were talking about people telling their story and learning to do that. It's got to be really intimidating for someone who's had maybe a difficult experience or a difficult background to be able to get up in a workshop or in front of people or on camera and tell their story. So how do you support folk in that?
Yeah, well, you're definitely right. It's a very intimidating space, and I think a lot of people that go through hardship, you know, they're not used to taking the spotlight and standing in their own power. And so what we really try to do is take our time. We like to make real relationships with people, and we like to let them lead the way in how they want their story to be told, how they want to be represented. And it's all about patience, care, and reciprocal relationships with the people that we work with. It's always collaborative in every way, whether it's people speaking in our workshops, at our events, or people being a part of our video projects. And we like to kind of co-create our projects with the people with lived experience so they get to feel like they had a hand in their own story.
That's amazing, Mira. Now, you said events and workshops. So the workshops are one part of the work that you do and the developing videos. The events are a little bit different, aren't they? Maybe building on some of that? What do you do there?
They definitely are. It's taking some of the people that have learned to step up and share their experiences in our video work and our workshops and giving them a bigger platform. And it's also a space where we get to call in kind of more publicly people from across the community in all different sectors and spaces. Our workshops are a little more focused with certain groups, with certain organizations, and with our events we get to bring in bigger numbers and kind of create a celebration and a lifting up of the people that are sharing their stories. And we get to have these really amazing community conversations on a bigger scale.
I mean, that's amazing. Just thinking about having a conversation about some of the hard issues that some of the folk that you're working with have dealt with, and being able to change people's mindset about how the community should look.
Yeah, it's been a really beautiful experience getting to work here for as many years as I have. I think there is something very unique about a space that is made for people to show up as they are, accepted as they are, and know that we're just coming here to take a really big issue, homelessness and the housing crisis. It's a huge issue. It's really scary to approach. And we get to say, let's come in, let's sit around this table together, and let's talk together, and let's see each other as human beings and realize that we all need to be called in to make our solutions work.
That we're connected and that maybe together we can come up with solutions.
Yeah,
That's phenomenal. And I know that you work with a lot of other organizations to try to connect people, but I don't want to leave the interview without mentioning something else that you did. So I understand that during COVID, you took video to a whole new level, that you actually managed to develop as the Existence Project a full-length feature documentary. Can you tell us just briefly about that?
We did. I mean, there's so much to say about it, but it was really an amazing experience. In 2021, we started going into the parks to get an idea of what was happening. With homelessness closing a lot of shelters and a lot of resources, people were outside, and what we got to do was go to those people, find them where they are, and tell the story of a community that was living in a landmark park in that time.
That's amazing, Mira. I think we're going to have to call you back to talk about that another time because it sounds so huge. But just as we're closing off, what would you like to leave people with? I think probably people are very excited about what you've talked about. How can people get involved and know what you're doing?
Yeah, well, I really encourage people to just check out our website. We've got so many things there. It's a great place to get an idea of the workshops that we do. We have our videos there, a great introduction to some of the video work that we do. And if they're interested, there's a place that you can donate to our work and get more involved in that way.
That's fantastic, Mira. Mira, thank you so much for being here today. I think probably our viewers are going to want a little bit more from you, so we'll hope to have you back in the future. But thank you so much. It's been a pleasure. That's terrific. Over to you, Teresa.
Hi, I am so excited today to have Doreen Hill with me. She is a registered acupuncturist, and we are talking about ways to boost our immune system. Thanks, Doreen, for being here.
It's nice to be here today, Teresa. So I wanted to show you a quick way to boost your vital energy as well as stimulate the meridians in your body. So this is called tapping, but it's not EFT or emotion freedom technique. This is tapping the meridians. So what we first do is focus on our core. Now we're supposed to tap it like this about 50 times, but I don't have time to demonstrate all of that. So just demonstrate quickly 50 times. And then we're going to take advantage of the meridians in the upper body. So we start with the arms. This is the yin meridian of the body, and we have the lungs and the heart. We tap the palm, turn the hand over. Now we do the yang part of the body. Take it up to the shoulder, release that tension, thumb up. Now we're doing the large intestine and the lung meridian, and then we tap the underneath, which is the small intestine meridian. We can tap the armpit here, which is tapping the lymphatic system, detoxification. Then we do the other side. Of course. And then we tap the chest. So this is for breathing. This is come into the ribs, do the sides of the ribs, and then we tap the kidney meridian, which is in the back of the body, the buttock, and then we can go down the leg and go behind the knee, which is where the bladder and the kidney meridians are, and then go down the legs. So by the time you're done that, it takes about 5 to 8 minutes. Your whole body will be vibrating with energy. It's fascinating.
Wonderful, and I like the fact that we can do it sitting down. So I'm sitting down, so anyone can do it standing up or sitting down.
Exactly.
And it's great just to get that energy flowing and really boost the immunity.
Exactly.
And you're showing me something
And
else
I'm going to
today,
show you
too.
something else. So I'm just going to use a moisturizer, anti-aging moisturizer.
Oh, all right.
And you don't need too much work there, Teresa.
Oh, thank you.
Okay, so that's just for slide. Now this is a gua sha tool. It's a bone, and we take it and we're just increasing the blood flow from the neck up the cheeks and spanning it this way. We're stimulating collagen, stimulating elastin, and blood flow. So we're releasing the muscles, releasing the tension. So on the face, we have the stomach meridian is here, small intestine meridian, gallbladder is up here, and then I'll do the other side. So this will actually lift and tone the face muscles and increase elasticity in the skin.
Wow, and I feel younger. I feel,
look
I feel like I'm
amazing.
glowing.
There you go.
Oh, thank you so
You're
much,
welcome.
Doreen. That's amazing.
That was my
That really
pleasure.
is amazing. Thank you for showing us ways that we can increase our immunity and get the blood going.
You're very welcome.
Yeah.
You're very welcome.
And I just want to remind everybody that the Seniors Health Fair is taking place on October 25th at Beban Park here in Nanaimo. And you can come and find out more ways to stay healthy and well this winter season. I am now going to send you over to Kevin, who is talking travel with Ron. Travel, yay, it's back on.
Thank you very much, Teresa, and thank you for joining us. I'm your host, Kevin Wagner, and I'm joined here today with Ron Pitcher of Expedia Cruises. Ron, thanks very much for being here.
Only a pleasure.
Expedia Cruises, it's cruises is in the name, but there's more to it than that. Tell us a bit about what your company offers.
It's sometimes difficult because of the name, but we are full-out travel agencies. We've got 3 of them. We have Parksville, Nanaimo, and Duncan. And there's many, there's 170 countrywide. It's a franchised operation. And the Expedia name is just synonymous with travel.
It is, isn't it? Yeah, I think
it's
people
just so huge in North America. So yeah.
Sure enough. And tell us a bit where people are at with travel. I know we're kind of coming off this period where travel has maybe been put in the back of our minds, but it feels like it's coming front and center again.
You know, the Americans took off before we did, literally.
Yeah.
And they went gung-ho about a year ago, where they started traveling, but mostly to their own country because they had the Alaskans and the Hawaiians to go to. But Canada has really got going this year.
Yep.
And I would say that March, April was when it sort of started getting better and better. And the Alaskan season this year has just been outstanding. It is the best and most filled season for Alaska ever, and it's always a very popular destination throughout the world.
Right.
And so this has been a very busy. By July this year, we couldn't even get a cabin on a ship.
Oh, is that right?
For the rest of the season, it was that busy. It was waitlisted everywhere.
So the appetite is certainly there. I think people are kind of
Definitely.
foaming at the mouth to get back to traveling again. And is your sense of it that we are in a safe position to be traveling? Are we kind of getting back to the way it was almost?
Yeah, you know, when you see the numbers, you know, we look back now and we say, gee, how many people came back with flu or colds or that sort of thing? That's the nature of travel.
Right.
But it's no worse today than it was then. And the fear factor is dropping, and that's what's so important, is because people were too frightened to travel.
Yeah.
I think that's another reason why the Alaska season was so successful, because nobody had to fly. And I think that's the bugbear with travel at the moment, is people don't like to fly.
Right.
Because of changes of schedules that all the airlines have and everything like that, cancellations. or am I going to get to my destination in time and enjoy my holiday?
Yeah.
So that was also a fear factor, but they're coming back. They've mostly up to full steam as far as getting their employees all together. So it's actually a situation where I think travel is back.
And I guess those are some of the things you can help somebody navigate on is, you know, when they have questions about that, connections, travel, is it safe? Or, you know, there's a lot in the news to digest around this. And I suppose you can help people navigate all that information.
Huge. We're dealing with it every single day.
Right.
You know, we have situations where there's visa problems, there's health problems, there's airline problems, etc. But we're in that picture every single day. And so we can give that information out. And you know, the nice thing about it is we don't charge for our service. They come in there, we earn commission.
Right.
And so somebody's going to get it no matter what. So, and you know, if you book online, Mr.com disappears when you actually have a problem. So
Right,
we're
sure.
right there in the office all the time. So
No, good deal.
and
There's an advantage to coming in and
it certainly does help.
yeah,
And
absolutely.
no, we've got very, very knowledgeable consultants, and I don't say that for our own company only. Generally, I would say that travel agents on the island are unbelievable.
Oh, good.
They really are good quality.
Oh, well,
and
good
have
stuff.
been there for a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, again, I'm sure the appetite is there for people to get out and travel. I think you're starting to see it on a more frequent basis,
Yeah.
and hopefully this will help people alleviate their concerns if they do have further concerns, and come talk to you or someone in your position and
Yeah.
try to get out and enjoy something a bit
Yeah.
beyond our own city.
Come and see the smiles on our faces, because it's such a lovely industry to be involved in.
Oh, good stuff. Well, Ron, thanks very much for sharing with us. I appreciate it. And again, hopefully some of our viewers will get a chance maybe to take you up on that offer. So,
Thank you very much, Kevin, and thanks for having us here. It's been a pleasure.
my
Thank you.
pleasure.
Yeah.
Excellent. Good stuff. Thanks again to Ron, and I'm going to throw it over to Jeremy now.
Thanks, Kevin. For a lot of people, fall does mean time to think about traveling and winter vacations. But for me, it's time to think about Christmas shopping. My friend Carol Breitenback is here to tell us about a great opportunity that's coming up this month and for every month. Carol, what do you have going on?
We have a brand new market that we are going to be having the second Tuesday of every month. So November 14th and December 12th for this year, before Christmas, and we have a wide variety of different curated vendors that bring something for just about everybody.
Where's your market being held, Carol?
It's being held in the St. Andrew's Church Hall on Departure Bay Road. So anybody's welcome, lots of parking, and very level, easy to get into, and makes it accessible for everybody.
What kind of things can I buy at this fair, Carol?
You'll find everything from jewelry to soaps to items for your pets, everything for men, women, kids, all inclusive. So we have a wide variety of vendors at each of the markets.
So it sounds like there's something for just about everybody.
Pretty much, yeah.
This is a place where I could do a little bit of Christmas shopping then.
Absolutely, absolutely. For yourself, for whoever you need to purchase for, we have a little bit of everything.
So I'm hearing lots of different vendors. Where are the vendors from? Would they be mostly local?
All local vendors. We do have some that come from as far as Port Alberni, but we strive to have everybody local.
So 100% Vancouver Island.
Absolutely.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
I'm seeing that we have a whole bunch of exciting things up on the table here. Do you want to show me some of them?
Absolutely. This is just a little sampling of items. We have for your neck or your eyes if you're tired. We have pet blankets, and we have some sampling of some bracelets. We have greeting cards. We have obviously the always popular gnomes. We have art. We have greeting cards, and we have towels, assortment of different towels.
Can we open up one of the blankets? I'm really curious. You might not be able to
Absolutely.
see these on camera, but there are some amazing dogs and cats. They're all dog and cat prints.
Yeah.
So what would I do with this bag? This is a heating and cooling bag?
Yeah, heat it or keep it in the freezer, and they're great if you're tired, you have a headache, just need to relax. These are fantastic to use.
And I would drape them over my sore muscle or
Yep.
my headache head.
Yep.
And these are some great warming lap blankets.
These are the pet blankets, so that there is something for even our little four-legged little friends.
Or for over my lap when I have my dog sitting
Could
on
be.
me. Or I
Could
love
be.
it. I
Yeah.
love it. We do love our pets here.
Absolutely.
I'm seeing some pretty interesting jewelry over here as well.
Yeah, yeah. There's a sampling of some of the bracelets that one of the vendors do, and we have different vendors. Some of the vendors do semi-precious stones. We have a variety of samplings for everyone.
This is the kind of thing that Cathy really loves. I think she's going to be jealous that I got to interview you. Generally. You caught me red-handed.
I have to tell you, I love this stuff. This is like amazing. Rita, come here. We're shopping. That's it. We've got lots to look at. Look at all this really cool stuff that was on you. Look at this. My favorite. Oh, he's so cute. He's so adorable. But you're not allowed to look at this anymore because you and I have stuff we have to talk about.
Oh, okay.
You know.
Well, that's
I know it's the two of us really would prefer to go shopping. Everyone, I want you to meet our dear friend Rita Innamorati. You will have seen her on our show pretty much around Christmas time every year. And while this show is showing off in October and in November, the reason why we're showing this is because this is the time when we really need some support in the community. So Rita Innamorati, welcome. I'm glad you're here. Why don't you tell us about the Angels program?
Well, we're just getting ready to do the Angels program, sending out the information. Christmas Angels been around. This is our 16th year. Really exciting. Of course, we can't do it without help from the community, and not just the community, but we need some of you property owners out there. We do not have a site yet to do Christmas Angels.
Oh my God.
Last year, we were able to help over 500 families or 500 households, 1,600 individuals. We can't do it in our office, so we're always looking for some donated space for about 7 weeks. So if you want to give us a call at the office, if you have some space that you could loan us for a little bit, that would be great. But the information is going out. You can check out our website or
There's
give
all
us a
kinds
call.
of ways that people can find out about Volunteer Nanaimo. We'll make sure that's running across the screen at the bottom. But I really want to touch on some of the important pieces about the Christmas Angels program, because this is for, people that are most often forgotten. It's, part of the vulnerable population. Some of our older adults, some of our families are seeing hard times. And I know when you and I were talking the other day, we were reminded about some of our earlier conversations when we talked about being here today, and how many people it was before versus how many people are in need today. Let's touch on that just a little bit.
Well, we started in 2008. We were able to help about 30 odd people, I think 32, if I can remember correctly. I'm getting too old to remember that far back, but
Or not.
So over the years, of course, the numbers are going up every year. We actually stayed open right through COVID, so those were really challenging years. We didn't know if we'd have enough angels to take care of all the individuals, but as I said last year, we did about 1,600 individuals that we took care of. We have expanded to include our vulnerable youth, so young people in group homes, young people transitioning into independent living, seniors, individuals. We don't leave individuals out, small families, low-income families, try to cover everyone. And the great thing about our program is that our families are vetted through the agencies that we work with. So we work with different social agencies in the community, some of the schools we work with. We're just so proud to be able to partner with them, the hard work that they put in to be able to get that information to us, because it would just be impossible to do it all by ourselves. And then, of course, the amazing team that supports me, our wrappers and deliverers. And it is a completely anonymous program, so I don't even know most of the people that we're helping, but we're so happy to help. Last year, I delivered the last hamper on Christmas morning because we have people that fall through the cracks, and we want to try to help everyone that we can. So we were fortunate enough to be able to do that, and it was great. It was really a good feeling to be able to be the one at the door. I just don't have the time to do it, but it's really, really an amazing program, and we can't do it without the support of everyone in the community. So thank you to everybody who does help, and everything helps. You can check out our wish list. So if you can't adopt a family, if you can't adopt an individual, if you can't adopt a senior, if you could bring me a bottle of shampoo, amazing.
Yes.
Shampoo's $10. You have to choose between shampoo or milk and bread. You're going to choose the milk and bread. So I mean, it's nice to have shampoo just to, you know, tuck into somebody's hamper, and every angel to me they're all great. I don't care, like I said, a $10 gift card, a bottle of shampoo, puzzle books for seniors, large print.
Absolutely.
Even I need large print. So I know. It's really tough as we age.
It's so tough as we age. But you know, it's important that we talk about it, and we never have enough time to really go into everything that we want to go into. Today, unfortunately, is no different, but our call to action right now is to ask the community for some help. We need volunteers, first and foremost. We need people that want to participate and help those in our community that really, really need it, and we need space. So if you can give us a call, how do people reach us?
Sure, they can just
and I
call
say reach
the
because I
office.
get to play in this group a little bit
Yes,
too.
she does. So our phone number is 250-758-7121. The email address, vnanaimo@gmail.com. And I just want to put in a plug for our first Angel fundraiser, which is happening Saturday, November the 4th. We're having our Angel Fundraiser Craft Fair. And you're going to see some of the same items that you already saw in the last segment will be at the craft fair. It's being held at the Moose Lodge, 1356 Cranberry Avenue. So we'd love to see you there.
Thank you, my friend. Now I have to close the show. I'd rather not, but you know, sometimes I got to do what I got to do.
That's right, you do.
I just also have to say that, you know, these crafts are so amazing. The people on our team are so amazing. Actually, all of the agencies that we support in one way or another are amazing. And we can't do it without people like you sitting there in front of your television watching this show every single time we come on. And so thank you for that. There's another part that I want to talk to you about, and it's the reason I said that this is a special reason is that what we know for sure is in order for us to bring you really cool things, sometimes we have to learn a little bit more ourselves. And so I get the opportunity to find out more about what's happening with our unhoused population, with mental health and addiction. And it's our hope that in the coming shows, we'll be able to share all kinds of things that are happening locally in our community where you might be able to get involved. So please bear with us as we do miss a quick episode. And that in the meantime, go shopping right here locally. Keep your dollars in our home in Nanaimo, all over Vancouver Island, so that we can help some of the people that we know have had a hard time in the last few years. So please, you know, think about that when it comes up. And I do have one last thing to share with you before we call it. This part of doing the show is so important for me because I am thinking about all of the people that normally would like to be out and about in community but are unable to go out because they have health issues. I'm a survivor of all kinds of health issues, and I know that so many people that are watching our program are as well. So I'm asking you at this time, while we know that COVID is at bay, we know that there are shots and flu shots and things that could happen that prevent it, but most importantly, what I ask you to do is look after each other. Check out the people in your neighborhood and make sure they're okay. Thanks again for tuning in to Act 3. We'll see you next time with some really great stuff to celebrate the holidays. Thanks again. Bye for now.
Let's go right now.